Let's get into that big conversation of the night here on Sports Live, and it's a cricketing debate. It's a cricket transformation debate after the Proteas' 15-member squad for next month's T20 World Cup in the USA and the West Indies was announced. There is a lot of unhappiness about the composition of the squad, which only has one black African player in Kagiso Rabada, and the Minister of Arts, Sports and Culture, Minister Zizi Kodwa, has weighed in on this squad, which will be taking part in this World Cup. He's added his voice to those who are not happy with the makeup of the squad, and the contentious issue, as I said, is the selection of only Kagiso Rabada as the only black African player in the squad in the time when the country is celebrating or marking 30 years of democracy.
Weeks before the elections, South Africa is selecting and sending a team with only one black African team. We've been to previous Cricket World Cups and we've done differently in terms of our contribution of black players, black African players in particular. Maybe not just focusing on this team only. How does it resonate with you seeing this team with just one black African?
I'll be meeting with the president of SASCOC to discuss those matters. He himself, in separate occasions, express his reservations about, one, the issues of most reversing transformation that we have made over the past years. I mean, with your pipeline based in Gauteng, your Eastern Cape, KwaZulu-Natal, and what we have achieved, there is no way there can be a justification of one black player in cricket with the achievement we have played. And I do mention this point again, with your pipeline, Gauteng, Eastern Cape, KwaZulu-Natal, some elements of Northwest, it's not justifiable. But of course, I think the engagement I will have with the president of SASCOC, that later culminate to a discussion with Cricket South Africa, because I think it has reversed transformation. One black player, I don't see there's any justification. We will hear if the board of CSA or they may want to give an explanation of that almost peddling back in 30 years. Is quite sad. I did speak to the chairperson of the board, Lawson. I had his explanation. I had him explaining, not just I had his explanation. I had him explaining, but I think in the engagement with President of SASCOC as well as the leadership of CSA, we must go beyond. We must go beyond this. What is the problem? Is a problem that is still relevant to have one person as a selector, for an example. So we must go deeper to the system. And I think that discussion will help us to see, are there other things that we ignored in the transformation of sport? In the context of the EPG report, that EPG report must also indicate to us what other measures and the new innovation we need to put in place. I just mentioned one, that I heard that the reason you only have, it's not selectors, one selector elected one black player, and I'm sure she's got his or her own explanations.
The issue is that we're hosting a Cricket World Cup, and part of this is through the EPG as well. Government has sent guarantees there as well, as part of this. So,
look, the decision of CSA, I'm not just concerned, worried about it. It's a wrong decision. Whether you can take it from a point of view of transformation that we have made, but politically, it's not explained. There cannot be an explanation. But I'm sure the leadership, in the same way that goes with rugby. I did raise the issues of rugby way before. If you remember when we visited them in Cape Town, when they first assembled in Cape Town, I said to the leadership of rugby, I'm worried about something is bubbling under the water, about something called equity. When there was a team acknowledgement when they came back, I said whatever is happening in Cape Town, make sure it's not about us as individuals in rugby, it's about sport of rugby. And I can see now things are coming to a head. And again, this is a part of the discussions I will have with the president of SASCOC, which again will culminate later to the discussion between ourselves and SARO. Because what we've done, what these other sports, including these two federations, what they've done to this country, positivity, the happiness index, this reverses almost other people and say, look, we told you, were celebrating an all-white sport. We don't want that because we have made progress. So the leadership must explain, how do you unwind such a progress we have made over the years? We've got leadership that must give an explanation.